Hello, my name is Manyazal. This is General Science Review Questions with Answers and Explanations. Unit 1. Question number 1. Which of the following is the first step in a scientific investigation? A. Developing a hypothesis. B. Conducting an experiment. C. Making an observation. D. Drawing a conclusion. The answer is making an observation. The scientific method begins with making observations which help identify questions for investigations. Question number 2. What is the primary purpose of conducting experiment in a scientific investigation? A. To prove a theory. B. To test a hypothesis. C. To guess an outcome. D. To draw conclusions immediately. The answer is to test a hypothesis. Experiments are designed to test whether a hypothesis is valid or invalid based on collected data. Question number 3. Which of the following is not a component of a scientific investigation? A. Observation. B. Hypothesis. C. Variable manipulation. D. Guesswork. The answer is guesswork. Scientific investigations are systematic and rely on evidence rather than guessing. Question number 4. What is the role of analysis in a scientific investigation? A. To manipulate data. B. To confirm preconceptions. C. To interpret results and decide if the hypothesis is supported. D. To prove the hypothesis is correct. The answer is to interpret results and decide if the hypothesis is supported. Analyzing data helps us determine whether the results support or refute the hypothesis. Question number 5. What happens if the hypothesis is invalid after testing? A. It is discarded entirely. B. It must be revised and retested. C. The experiment is stopped. D. The hypothesis is still accepted. The answer is it must be revised and retested. A hypothesis that is invalid must be modified based on the results, and new experiments are conducted to test it. Question number 6. Which type of observation involves numerical data? A. Qualitative observation. B. Quantitative observation. C. Subjective observation. D. Hypothetical observation. The answer is quantitative observation. Quantitative observations involve measurements and numerical data such as temperature or length. Question number 7. What is a hypothesis in a scientific investigation? A. A proven theory. B. A tentative explanation that can be tested. C. A final conclusion. D. A random guess. The answer is a tentative explanation that can be tested. A hypothesis is a proposed explanation for observations that can be tested through experiments. Question number 8. Which of the following is an independent variable? A factor measured in an experiment. B, a factor that is kept constant. C, a factor deliberately changed by the scientist. D, a factor outside the scientist's control. The answer is a factor deliberately changed by the scientist. The independent variable is manipulated to observe its effect on the dependent variable. Question number 9. What does a dependent variable represent in an experiment? A, the factor being measured or observed. B, a factor that changes with the independent variable. C, a constant variable. D, the main hypothesis. The answer is the factor being measured or observed. Question number 10. What does control variable mean in a scientific experiment? A, the variable that's changed. B, the variable that's kept constant. C, the variable that measures the outcome. D, the variable that's not used. The answer is the variable that is kept constant. Control variables are kept constant to ensure that any changes in the dependent variable are due to the independent variable alone. Question number 11. In an experiment to measure the effect of temperature on plant growth and dependent variable is A, temperature. B, plant growth. C, soil type. D, water supply. In an experiment to measure the effect of temperature on plant growth, the dependent variable is plant growth. Here the dependent variable is the outcome being measured, which depends on the independent variable or temperature. Question number 12. Which variable does a scientist deliberately change in an experiment? A, dependent variable. B, independent variable. C, control variable. D, random variable. The answer is independent variable. The independent variable is intentionally changed to study its effect on the dependent variable. Question number 13. What happened to the dependent variable in an experiment? A, it remains constant. B, it changes in response to the independent variable. C, it is manipulated by the scientist. D, it is irrelevant to the experiment. The answer is it changes in response to the independent variable. The dependent variable is observed and measured for changes resulting from variations in the independent variable. Question number 14. Which of the following is an example of a control variable? A. Temperature in a greenhouse experiment. B. Plant species in a fertilizer experiment. C. Amount of sunlight in a plant growth experiment. D. All of the above. The answer is all of the above. Control variables are conditions that remain constant to ensure the experiment is fair. Question number 15. Why is it important to keep control variables constant? A. To make the experiment easier. B. To isolate the effect of the independent variable. C. To ensure the dependent variable changes. D. To increase variability in results. The answer is to isolate the effect of the independent variable. Keeping control variables constant ensures that the results are solely due to changes in the independent variable. Question number 16. What does it mean to conduct a fair test in an experiment? A. Testing multiple variables at once. B. Changing only one variable while keeping others constant. C. Allowing all outcomes to be random. D. Ignoring control variables. The answer is changing only one variable while keeping others constant. Fair testing involves isolating the effect of one independent variable by keeping all other conditions constant. Question number 17. Why is collaboration important in scientific investigations? A. To share responsibilities and ideas. B. To reduce workload. C. To create competition among peers. D. To avoid disagreements. The answer is to share responsibilities and ideas. Collaboration helps pool diverse perspectives and skills, leading to better problem solving and experimentation. Question number 18. Which of the following is essential for working respectfully with others in a group? A. Dominating the discussion. B. Listening to others' ideas. C. Ignoring alternative suggestions. D. Taking credit for all work. The answer is listening to others' ideas. Respectful collaboration requires actively listening and valuing each team member's input. Question number 19. What is the main purpose of a control group in an experiment? A. To introduce new variables. B. To test alternative hypotheses. C. To provide a baseline for comparison. D. To ensure faster results. The answer is to provide a baseline for comparison. The control group is used to compare experimental results against a standard baseline where no independent variable is manipulated. Question number 20. What should a group do if their experiment yields unexpected results? A. Ignore the results. B. Blame one another for errors. C. Analyze the procedure and revise the experiment. D. Stop the investigation. The answer is analyze the procedure and revise the experiment. Unexpected results should be analyzed to identify possible errors or gaps, followed by redesigning and repeating the experiment. Unit 2. Question number 1. Who proposed the concept of the atom as the smallest indivisible particle of matter? A. Aristotle. B. John Dalton. C. Democritus. D. Plato. The answer is Democritus. Democritus introduced the idea of the atom, calling it atomos, meaning indivisible, as the fundamental building block of matter. Question number 2. Which theory of matter did Aristotle support? A. Discontinuous theory of matter. B. Atomic theory. C. Continuous theory of matter. D. Molecular theory. The answer is continuous theory of matter. Aristotle believed that matter could be divided infinitely without reaching an indivisible particle. Question number 3. What was John Dalton's contribution to atomic theory? A. Introduced the idea of indivisible particles. B. Suggested that all matter is made up of earth, air, fire and water. C. Formulated the modern atomic theory. D. Discovered subatomic particles. The answer is formulated the modern atomic theory. Dalton proposed that atoms are the fundamental building blocks of matter and combine in fixed ratios to form compounds. Question number 4. What is the primary difference between the continuous and discontinuous theories of matter? A. The continuous theory states matter is infinitely divisible, while the discontinuous theory proposes indivisible particles. B. The discontinuous theory states matter is infinitely divisible, while the continuous theory proposes indivisible particles. C. Both theories agree that matter is indivisible. D. Neither theory addresses divisibility. The answer is the continuous theory states that matter is infinitely divisible, while the discontinuous theory proposes indivisible particles. The continuous theory suggests infinite divisibility, while the discontinuous theory introduces indivisible units like atoms. Question number 5. Which of the following is a limitation of Democritus' atomic theory? A. It was based on experimental evidence. B. It relied solely on philosophical reasoning. C. It explained chemical reactions. D. It included the discovery of electrons. The answer is it relied only on philosophical reasoning. Democritus' atomic theory lacked experimental evidence and was primarily philosophical. Question number 6. What is the basic building block of matter? A. Molecule. B. Compound. C. Atom. D. Proton. The answer is atom. Atoms are the fundamental particles that combine to form all substances. Question number 7. Which of the following is not true about atoms? A. Atoms combine to form molecules. B. Atoms are indivisible. C. Atoms contain subatomic particles. D. Atoms are the smallest unit of an element. The answer is atoms are indivisible. Modern science shows that atoms can be divided into subatomic particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons. Question number 8. What does the atomic number of an element represent? A. The number of neutrons. B. The number of protons. C. The number of molecules. D. The number of electrons and neutrons combined. The answer is the number of protons. The atomic number is the unique number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, defining the element. Question number 9. Which of the following best describes a molecule? A. A single atom. B. A group of atoms bonded together. C. A subatomic particle. D. A charged atom. The answer is a group of atoms bonded together. Molecules are formed when two or more atoms bond together chemically. Question number 10. What is the difference between a molecule of an element and a molecule of a compound? A. Molecules of compounds contain only one type of atom. B. Molecules of elements contain atoms of the same type, while molecules of compounds contain different types of atoms. C. Molecules of compounds are always smaller. D. Molecules of elements cannot exist independently. The answer is molecules of elements contain atoms of the same type, while molecules of compounds contain different types of atoms. Molecules of elements consist of identical atoms, while molecules of compounds consist of two or more different atoms. Question number 11. What determines the identity of an element? A. The number of electrons. B. The number of protons. C. The number of neutrons. D. The number of molecules. The answer is the number of protons. The number of protons in the nucleus determines the element's identity and atomic number. Question number 12. What is the mass number of an atom with 6 protons and 8 neutrons? A. 6, B. 8, C. 12, D. 14. The answer will be 14. Mass number is the sum of protons and neutrons, which means 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. Question number 13. What is the charge of a neutron? A. Positive, B. Negative, C. Neutral, D. Depends on the element. The answer is neutral. Neutrons are neutral particles found in the nucleus of an atom. Question number 14. What is the relationship between protons and electrons in a neutral atom? A. Protons outnumber electrons, B. Electrons outnumber protons, C. The numbers are equal, D. There are no electrons in a neutral atom. The answer is the numbers are equal. In a neutral atom, the positive charge of protons is balanced by an equal number of negatively charged electrons. Question number 15. What does the nucleus of an atom contain? A. Electrons only, B. Protons and electrons, C. Neutrons and electrons, D. Protons and neutrons. The answer is protons and neutrons. The nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons, while electrons orbit around it. Question number 16. Which of the following is a molecule of an element? A. H2O, B. O2, C. CO2, D. NaCl. The answer is O2. O2 is made of 2 oxygen atoms bonded together, representing a molecule of an element. Question number 17. Which of the following is an example of a compound? A. O3, B. CO2, C. N2, D. He. The answer is CO2. CO2 or carbon dioxide is composed of different atoms, carbon and oxygen, chemically bonded, making it a compound. Question number 18. What type of molecule is H2? A. Monoatomic molecule, B. Diatomic molecule, C. Polyatomic molecule, D. Compound. The answer is diatomic molecule. H2 consists of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded together, making it diatomic. Question number 19. What is the primary difference between a molecule of a compound and a molecule of an element? A. Molecules of compounds contain atoms of the same type. B. Molecules of elements contain different atoms. C. Molecules of compounds contain different types of atoms. D. Molecules of elements are always unstable. The answer is molecules of compounds contain different types of atoms. Compounds consist of atoms from different elements chemically bonded. Question number 20. Which of the following is an example of a polyatomic molecule? A. H2, B. O3, C. N2, D. He. The answer is O3. O3 or ozone consists of 3 oxygen atoms bonded together, making it polyatomic. Question number 21. Which of the following is an example of a monatomic molecule? A. Helium or He, B. Oxygen or O2, C. Ozone or O3, D. Water or H2O. The answer is helium or He. Monatomic molecules consist of a single atom, as seen in the noble gases like helium. Question number 22. What is the main characteristic of diatomic molecules? A. They consist of 3 or more atoms. B. They are unstable in nature. C. They consist of 2 atoms bonded together. D. They only exist as compounds. The answer is they consist of 2 atoms bonded together. Diatomic molecules are made up of 2 atoms, which can be the same or different, such as O2 or HCl. Question number 23. Which of the following is a polyatomic molecule? A. Argon or Ar, B. Chlorine or Cl2, C. Phosphorus or P4, D. Carbon monoxide or CO. The answer is phosphorus or P4. Polyatomic molecules consist of 3 or more atoms, as in the case of phosphorus or P4. Question number 24. Which molecule consists of a single atom in its stable form? A. N2, B. O3, C. Ne, D. H2O. The answer is Ne. Neon or Ne is a noble gas and exists as a monatomic molecule in its natural state. Question number 25. What type of molecule is hydrogen gas or H2? A. monoatomic, B. diatomic, C. polyatomic, D. compound. The answer is diatomic. Hydrogen gas consists of two hydrogen atoms bonded together, making it diatomic. Question number 26. Which of the following is a key skill in scientific communication? A. Presenting findings clearly and logically. B. Avoiding sharing data. C. Hiding unexpected results. D. Simplifying data excessively. The answer is presenting findings clearly and logically. Scientific communication involves sharing findings in a clear and logical way to ensure understanding. Question number 27. When drawing conclusions from an experiment, which of the following is most important? A. Ensuring the conclusion aligns with the hypothesis. B. Analyzing data objectively. C. Ignoring unexpected data. D. Avoiding comparisons with prior research. The answer is analyzing data objectively. Conclusions must be based on objective analysis of the data, regardless of whether they align with the hypothesis. Question number 28. What is the purpose of asking scientific questions during an investigation? A. To avoid uncertainty. B. To guide the research process. C. To simplify data collection. D. To confirm the expected outcome. The answer is to guide the research process. Scientific questions help define the focus and direction of the investigation. Question number 29. Which of the following is an example of applying scientific concepts? A. Calculating the speed of a falling object using Newton's laws. B. Reading about gravity in a textbook. C. Memorizing the periodic table. D. Drawing a picture of a molecule. The answer is calculating the speed of a falling object using Newton's laws. Applying scientific concepts involves using knowledge to solve problems or explain phenomena. Question number 30. Why is collaboration important in scientific inquiry? A. It reduces the number of experiments required. B. It ensures consistent outcomes. C. It brings together diverse perspectives and expertise. D. It eliminates errors in data collection. The answer is it brings together diverse perspectives and expertise. Collaboration allows researchers to share skills and ideas, improving the quality and breadth of the investigation. Dear viewers and listeners of this YouTube channel, this is all about Unit 1 and Unit 2 of General Science for Grade 8. If you have any question or comment, you are welcome. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. See you in Unit 3.